Dear friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the client's expectation from SAP controlling consultants in the real-time industry, or in other words, the roles and responsibilities of SAP controlling consultants in the real-time projects. In our previous videos, we have discussed very clearly regarding different aspects of learning this SAP CO module, that is controlling module. Say for example, we have discussed about why to learn this SAP CO module and what are the prerequisites and basic requirements for learning this SAP CO module. And also we have discussed about what are the advantages of learning this SAP controlling module. And in the latest video we have discussed about who can learn this SAP controlling module. And now in this video we are going to discuss about the client's expectations from SAP controlling consultants, or in other words, the roles and responsibilities of SAP controlling consultants in the real-time projects. So we have already discussed about different functional activities of SAP controlling module. Now in this video we are going to discuss the roles and responsibilities of SAP controlling consultants, or in other words, the client's expectations from SAP controlling consultants in order to implement the SAP CO projects for an organization. Let us discuss each and every expectations or every responsibilities one by one in this video. Let us start. The first responsibility is that they are responsible for handling the end-to-end project execution of SAP CO module. All the SAP CO consultants are responsible for handling the end-to-end project execution of SAP CO module. That means they are highly responsible for handling different activities in CO module, or different implementation activities that needs to be carried out in SAP CO module. The second responsibility is that they are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end basic setup and configuration in SAP CO module. That means what? What is called basic setup and configuration? Because there are many basic setup to be done and many configurations to be done in the setup level. That means in the initial level of implementing SAP CO module, namely controlling area configurations, followed by cost center accounting configuration, followed by profit center accounting configuration, followed by product costing and controlling configuration, followed by controlling and profitability analysis, that is COPA configuration, followed by planning and budgeting configuration, followed by creation of different reports, and at the end drawing a balance sheet based on the different inputs from different CO applications which are implemented in the SAP CO system. So let us discuss one by one here. We have already discussed about all the responsibilities and the basic setup and configuration in SAP CO module. Now we will discuss each and everything in detail. So they are highly responsible for handling the end-to-end cost center accounting configuration in SAP CO module. We have discussed this regarding this just now. And once again, all the consultants or all the SAP CO consultants are responsible for implementing SAP CO Profit Center Accounting. That means SAP CO Profit Center Accounting configurations, internal orders configurations in the SAP CO module. So we have discussed very clearly about this Profit Center Accounting configuration as well as internal orders configuration previously in our many videos. So they are highly responsible for implementing the SAP Controlling Profit Center Accounting configuration as well as internal orders configuration. And similarly, they are highly responsible for implementing the end-to-end product costing and controlling configuration in SAP CO module. This also we have discussed just now while discussing about the important configurations to be carried out in SAP CO module. And similarly, they are highly responsible for handling different validations in SAP CO module. What is meant by validations here? What are all the configurations that has been carried out in SAP CO module? That means what are all the implementation configurations what we have done in our CO configuration or CO module that should be validated perfectly to check whether they are working correctly or not. That is what is called as validations. Because in SAP CO module, we are going to implement many different configurations starting from controlling area configuration, followed by cost center accounting configuration, followed by profit center accounting configuration, followed by product costing and controlling configuration, followed by controlling and profitability analysis configuration, that is COPA configuration, followed by planning and budgeting configuration, followed by creating balance sheets, followed by creating different reports based on the various inputs in the CO module, various inputs in the using the CO module. And one more responsibility is they are highly responsible for creating the standard reports, and they are highly responsible for creating the customized reports, and they are highly responsible for using the SAP CO enhancements, and also they are highly responsible for using SAP BAPIs, that is Business Application Programming Interfaces in SAP CO system, and also they have to implement different bodies based on the requirements of the clients. That means in the technical point of view, all the SAP CO consultants should be very strong in implementing enhancements. All the CO functional consultants should be very strong in implementing different BAPIs based on the requirement. And similarly, all the CO functional consultants are very strong in implementing business add-ins, that is the advanced version of enhancements and user exits based on the requirement of the clients. Similarly, all the controlling functional consultants are responsible for using the standard reports delivered by SAP, and similarly, all the consultants are responsible for creating customized reports using SAP tables. Therefore, all the SAP tables are delivered by standard SAP system. So, using these standard SAP tables in the CO module, all the controlling consultants are responsible for creating the customized reports, and similarly, all the CO consultants are responsible for implementing different enhancements, and they are also highly responsible for implementing different BAPIs, that is Business Application Programming Interfaces in the CO module, and they are also highly responsible for implementing different business add-ins, that is based on the requirements of the clients. So these are all the roles and responsibilities of the roles and responsibilities. So these are all the different roles and responsibilities of the SAP CO consultants in the real-time environment. So we have discussed what are the roles and responsibilities of SAP CO consultants in the real-time projects, and we have discussed about different responsibilities of a consultant who is handling this SAP CO projects. So there are many configurations to be handled in the controlling module of SAP. What are they? We will discuss one more time. Profit center accounting configuration, cost center accounting configuration, controlling area configuration, internal orders configuration, product costing configuration, and then controlling and profitability analysis, that is COPA configuration, planning and budgeting configuration, and also high responsibility to create balance sheets as well as different reports in the cost center management accounting, that is in the SAP CO module. And furthermore, they are highly responsible for using the enhancements or implementing SAP CO enhancements. They are highly responsible for implementing SAP CO BAPIs, that is business application programming interfaces, and also they are highly responsible for implementing different BADIs, that is business add-ins, which is the advanced version of enhancements based on the requirements of the clients in the SAP CO module. And they are also highly responsible for handling the standard reports, and they are also highly responsible for creating the customized reports using the standard tables delivered by SAP in the CO module based on the requirement. So in this video, we have discussed very clearly regarding the different roles and responsibilities of SAP CO consultants, or in other words, what are all the expectations of clients from the SAP CO consultants in order to implement, in order to support, in order to execute, in order to design the end-to-end SAP CO projects in the real-time environment. And about myself, I am Raja. I am having more than 20 plus years of experience in the SAP industry. I have worked as a consultant, I have worked as a practice head, I have worked as a delivery head, and also I have involved in many implementation, production support, rollout and upgrade projects. And regarding my on-site experience, I have more than 5 years of on-site experience in Middle East and European countries, handling Middle East and European clients. And regarding my certification areas and interests, I have done my certification in finance, I have done my certification in business process planning and consolidation, I have done my certification in SAP S4HANA Simple Finance, and also I have completed my certification in S4HANA Simple Logistics. And recently I have completed 2 certifications, that is one in SAP S4HANA Central Finance and the other is in SAP Business and Revenue Innovation Management, that is Hybris module. So that's all about myself. In this video, we have clearly discussed about the different roles and responsibilities of SAP CO functional consultants, or in other words, what are all the expectations of clients from the consultant side in order to implement successfully the end-to-end SAP CO projects in the real-time environment based on the requirement of the clients. In our next video, we will discuss clearly about the different implementation strategies for both ECC and SAP S4HANA, because in standard ECC system, in our traditional ECC system, we are using SAP accelerated SAP methodology, that is accelerated ASAP methodology for implementing CO module in our traditional ECC system, whereas in our S4HANA, we are going to implement Activate methodology. So there are 2 different methodologies for implementing ECC as well as S4HANA. We will discuss each and everything in detail in our coming videos. I think you people are very clear about the different roles and responsibilities of SAP CO consultants, and also from the client's point of view, what are the expectations from the clients from the SAP CO consultants in order to implement, in order to execute, in order to support, and in order to design the end-to-end SAP CO projects successfully for an organization based on the client's requirement. Thank you.